Hello, our saint today is Saint Joseph, husband of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Normally his feast day is celebrated on the 19th of March. He also has a second feast day on the 1st of May, Saint Joseph the Worker. Saint Joseph is particularly important to me because I'm a Mill Hill missionary and our official name is Saint Joseph's Missionary Society. Now the Bible pays Saint Joseph the ultimate compliment. It calls him just. And when the Bible says someone is just, what they're saying is that God, who alone is just, has transformed that person so that they completely reflect God's justice and holiness. To call someone just, it means that that person is completely open to God's will in their lives. And we see that about Joseph, don't we? But the thing that sticks out for me when we look at St. Joseph in the Gospels is silence. Joseph appears at the time of Jesus' birth. He's there in the stories surrounding Jesus' birth in Matthew and Luke's Gospels. He's there when Jesus gets lost in the temple at the age of 12. And he's mentioned by name when Jesus returns to Nazareth to preach in the synagogue. But aside from that, the Gospels say so little about St. Joseph, and Joseph himself is silent. I suppose Joseph doesn't trumpet his work. He doesn't go about doing God's will with fuss and fanfare. And we can contrast that with the Pharisees that Jesus criticized so heavily. Perhaps that's simply going on and doing God's work quietly and patiently and faithfully. Was that something Jesus learned from Joseph, his foster father? And that's why he criticized the lack of it in the Pharisees. Saint Joseph is also the patron of the universal church. In the same way that Joseph takes care of Jesus and Mary and the Holy Family, Jesus takes care of all of us members in the church. He's the head of our church family. Joseph also is the patron saint of the dying. The beautiful image of Joseph dying surrounded by Jesus and Mary, surrounded by their love. What a way to go. Saint Bernardine of Siena says of Saint Joseph, "He was chosen by the Eternal Father as the trustworthy guardian and protector of his greatest treasures, namely his divine Son and Mary, Joseph's wife. He carried out his vocation with complete fidelity until at last God called him, saying, 'Good and faithful servant, enter into the joy of your Lord.'" Imagine if we too, like Joseph, could hear those words at the end of our earthly life. God bless.